Three women, wives, mothers, and entrepreneurs with mouths and minds so dirty, they don't want the parents in the carpool line to know their real identities. This is Kinks Out. Our names may be made up, but the stories are real. On today's episode, we're going to break down motherhood, mental health, and how reading our favorite smutty books has actually helped those areas of our lives. We have a guest joining us today, too. You've heard us talk about her before. She's one of our good friends and book club members, Sweet Cox. Welcome to the show.
Hello. I'm so excited to be here.
We're excited to have you here. You've been instrumental in our podcast life with always having really good questions and comments and things to say. So
it was only natural to bring you on.
Yeah, it's true. It just felt right to have you be one of our guests.
I love it. Thank you.
So you're in book club with us. Like, have you always read smutty books, or is that something that only like recently started?
I have never in my life opened a smutty book until I've met you ladies.
Really?
And I will say it has been a great change in my life. No.
Yes.
Yes.
So wait, what did you read before?
Well, that's funny because I'm not like as a kid, as a child, I was really into like thriller, mystery, like, and that's probably why I'm obsessed with like true crime now. But for the longest time, I just kind of like put reading on pause, got really into other things, just life really just happened. And then I don't know, I really wanted to start reading again. I'm sure we'll talk more about this later, but this is book club and then everything else kind of like got me back onto reading. So I can't even tell you what kind of genre I actually like besides maybe, like I said, true crime, maybe mystery. But other than that, yeah, I'm all over the place. I'll open a book, read a couple pages and like it, and then it's like ADD takes over. And I'm like, oh, I gotta finish this. Oh, I gotta finish that.
Oh, so you're sugar. Okay, cool.
Yeah, absolutely. 100%. Joe and I totally vibe on that level. And I'm like, yeah, I'll finish this. And like my TBR is like 700 books that I read.
That's how
maybe,
mine
like,
is. Like,
50%.
the
Yeah,
amount
me
of
too.
books on it,
So bad.
and I haven't even looked at it in so long at this point because I'll just like add something to my library and read that, and then I'll be like, oh, I guess I could maybe read one of these other 50 books on this list. I just see something on Instagram or TikTok, and I'm like, yeah, I'll read that first.
Yeah,
And then my TBR is never going to be read ever.
I know. I'm so bad. It is a goal of mine. It is an absolute goal of mine to like finish a book, which sounds so bad because there's people out there that are
No, it
literally
doesn't.
reading like
It's
17
normal.
books a month, and I'm like, I wish. And I think it's also like I haven't found the platform, the thing that really gets me stuck in a book. I love physical books. And I'm not going to go out and buy a physical book. And yes, I know there's libraries, but a lot of the times they're already like,
Have you heard of a library?
I know there's libraries out there. Yes, I have my library card. But look, Kindle versus audiobook, like I haven't found really what works yet for me. That is just like my like sweet spot.
That's a hard thing to like. I used to read physical books, and when I read the physical books, I read way less because like if I'm getting the kids to sleep, I'm not, set up with a book light or things like that because I'm like trying to make the least amount of light or commotion possible. So what really was the shift for me was switching over to audiobooks or the Kindle so I could do it so discreetly. I just kept my Kindle in my purse, sitting in the car for pickup or whatever while I'm waiting. I always hated Kindle. Like, I think I had a Kindle for like a year before I actually even used it. Because I love physical books, like hence why I still buy them like trophies. And like,
she likes to smell them. She puts her nose in them.
Like, flip the pages. I'll just do a whole ASMR on flipping the page. Like, just let the pages. I don't have a book near me to do that right now.
He likes to smell the ones from the library, though.
Oh, no. So yeah,
You
all I
never know
have to
what
say
they're doing.
is give it a chance, maybe. Like
Yeah.
audiobooks are hard, but like having a Kindle or something, because I feel like that shifts. Like if you want to read more, give that a little bit more of a chance, because I feel like that was the game changer.
I used to read, so I've always had the Kindle app and I used it on my iPad for a really long time. And there's even a big difference between using it on an iPad and an actual Kindle because the Kindle light isn't as harsh and it looks
Mhm.
more book light.
Oh,
Book
okay.
like.
Yeah.
Book like.
No, it's
But
true.
like,
It's so true.
it's not as hard on your eyes. Like I sound like a 9-year-old. I'm like, my little eyes were getting
My vision.
my dry eyes. I was sleepy. But I think that a Kindle, and then if you get like a cute cover and you put your stickers on it, like it's a whole mood.
Yeah, I have a Kindle and it's just collecting dust right now. It's so bad.
Does it have a cute
I
case?
get it.
It does not. Maybe that
You
is
need a
what I
cute
need.
case.
That's the problem.
Listen,
Got some stickers to add to it.
I
Yeah.
saw this super cute thing where maybe it was you, Sweet Cox, that sent it to me. That was like a Kindle cover decorating party, where it was like a bunch of dried flowers or something like that. And like, yeah, maybe it was you, Mars. I can't remember. Someone sent it to me from book club,
You
and
sent it to me.
but somebody had sent it to me first. I didn't.
Who done
But
it?
I
it's
may
like,
have. I have no
yeah,
idea.
who was it?
Someone own up to this.
They were in the library with the candlestick. It was Colonel Mustard.
And the dried
So-
flowers.
But no, it was super cute. They had like a Kindle cover decorating party, and they like Mod Podged like all of these things on a clear case. And it was super
I
cute.
love Mod Podge. Can I just tell you? I love to Mod Podge shit.
I'm not
Yes.
surprised at all.
Oh my God. Growing up,
Who
my mother
owns
Mod
Kindle?
Podged
Amazon?
everywhere.
Yeah.
At Amazon. Sponsor us. We'll talk about your Kindles all day.
We literally talk about Kindles in every episode at some point.
Yeah.
We should. Who has Bezos' number?
Let me get him on the
Go ahead.
horn real quick.
He's hanging out with Tom from Facebook or
Yes.
MySpace.
They all live
live
in
their
Diddy's
underground bunkers.
Yes, in Diddy's tunnel.
We're back to this. Oh man.
We can't stop. But no, wait. Are you gonna give the Kindle a chance? What do you think?
I'll get a chance. I gotta fight a char her.
Oh,
You're like, it's dead.
I was using the Kindle app on my phone for a long time. And that was
it's
good.
too bright.
That would
Like
work.
it.
Yeah.
Yeah, you have to get an
worked
actual
well.
Kindle.
And I actually was able to finish books. That's so bad to say, but I was actually able to finish some of my series that I wanted to start, and I did, using the Kindle app. But yeah, I don't know. I gotta get back onto it. I go through phases. I'm like roll into it, and then I like take a step back and roll into something else, and then I'll get back into it. I know.
Like what else do you get real into?
Literally cleaning the freaking house. I cannot.
I thought you meant like another hobby.
No,
Not
nothing
like-
exciting.
Yeah.
Dishes.
You made it seem as though you're like, if I'm not reading, I'm crocheting sweaters.
No, I wish I had a fun hobby, or maybe going
Did
down
we
a
have-
deep rabbit hole and like TikTok on stupid conspiracy theories that are like,
Oh boy.
I don't know.
Not even in conspiracy theories.
Like 1 minute I'm crying on TikTok, the next I'm like hysterically laughing. I can't deal. I can't. I love it so much, but I can't.
What's your favorite conspiracy theory?
I don't know. I think the one that like sticks out to me, which is it really considered a conspiracy theory? It's the one, oh, what was it? It was something with Harry Styles and being in a relationship.
With one of the guys from One Direction?
Yes, yeah,
Are
yeah.
you making that up right now just to be funny?
No.
'Cause I hope you are.
I am not. I'm not.
No.
I absolutely am not, because I've gone down that TikTok rabbit hole too. That I'm like, I didn't
You've
know.
sent me stuff before.
I did.
What is
Wait,
it?
I didn't even know you were
Larrys.
this.
The Larrys, the Narys.
I don't know. I don't know what to think.
What is it?
You can probably talk more about it Cheech.
No, we
Shug.
can't talk
Yeah,
about this. We can't. No, we can't talk about this. No,
Why?
this is not true.
You
Because
think it is?
Yeah, I don't
no, I
really.
don't actually think it
I'm not
is.
like a big Harry Styles fan. I love him, but I'm not as big of a Styles fan as like Shug and Dietar. That they are another
You
level.
don't have a cardboard cutout in your house?
I love that about that. I love it.
Jeej
But I
does.
didn't feel like confident enough to speak on behalf of the conspiracy theory.
Shug, just explain it real quick to Mars here. Cliff notes.
So there are lots of fans who think that Harry and Louis, who were both members of One Direction, have like a love affair. Which, that could have happened during One Direction. They were together all the time. Like, that's very possible. But I do think, like, now that Louis has said, like, over and over again, how he can't stand that people continue to talk about it and he hates it. And so I'm like, I don't know.
Maybe the sex wasn't good. I'm
I
just
bet it would
saying.
have been. I bet it would have been real good.
Who do you think
Oh,
would have been
yeah.
the top and the bottom?
I think Harry would be bottom for sure.
I
Don't you
Yeah.
think he's like a little baby boy? I've not thought about this at all. For sure.
I'm thinking about it a lot right now. I'm not gonna lie to you. And for
I
some
don't know. What do you
reason,
think,
imagine
Jeej?
like
I think he'd go back and forth. I think it would
you think he'd
depend
be a
on.
switch.
Yeah.
No,
Like-
do you think it's real?
Oh, I thought I was talking about whether he's a top or a bottom. No, I do. I think I don't know. I think they
Really?
might have. I think they might have had a love affair at one point. I'm like, obviously,
Oh,
it's
yeah.
not still going on, but yes, I think that at one point in time they were lovers, and
They had a
like
butt love affair.
we know
No.
Shug's had one of
Hard
those.
to think, like maybe they would dabble.
That's like the least incriminating thing I feel like's been said on this podcast about you.
About
so.
you. Is your butt love
Oh my
affair.
god, I'm dying. Yeah, I think it definitely happened, but I think it's over and they're probably sick of hearing about it and sick of people writing fan fiction about it.
And like, what if it like ended badly? Because I would imagine that it probably did.
Right.
No, but like, there's all this stuff about like their rings and like.
Maybe
Did
they
have
were
like
just
a
best
brother
friends.
ring?
I didn't hear that.
We have matching jewelry. It's fine.
Yes.
Fine.
Don't you think? I mean, I think they were all young. They probably all just had,
Do you think
Yeah.
they all
They
just
were all just like
experimented
sucking
with
each
each
other's
other?
dicks, like on their
Yeah.
tour
yeah,
guides.
they had lots of boners together for sure.
Yeah,
That's
just
what I
like-
think happened.
So had, like,
For how long, right?
but they also had so many groupies, I'm sure. So like they were. It's
Yeah.
not like they were lacking someone to suck a dick.
No.
So they were. I guess we're the only ones here.
mouth with a mouth.
Mouth to mouth. I mean, you're not wrong.
We are.
All right,
Do you
we
know that the Directioners are going to like just literally come for us?
I
Like,
know.
Yeah, we're
we are going
screwed.
to get.
It's just
It's also
guys.
Put us in our place.
How many directioners do you think listen to this?
Yeah, aren't
Like,
they?
I
All,
don't think
Well, yeah.
I don't think Harry Styles is going to be like, oh my God, these bitches on this podcast talked about me. I'm going to share it with all my fans.
Well, I
Like,
hope.
I think there's a
I
lot
hope
of
I wish he
does.
would.
there's a lot of like things we would have to accomplish first, I think, before the One Directioners come for us.
More people than the four of us listening to our podcast.
Listen, we have followers from overseas, okay?
This is true.
Exactly.
Okay, wait, sweet cocks. We see this is what happens. We go off on a tangent.
Derailed.
Yeah, none of that was in my notes.
Is
So-
there any other conspiracy that you feel strongly about?
I don't know. That's the problem. Is I spend so much time on TikTok, mindlessly scrolling that like I don't remember half of the stuff.
I get that.
Like,
Wait, on TikTok or on Instagram.
Both, I guess.
Maybe Sweet Cox needs to run our TikTok.
Oh,
Seriously, because
yeah.
I cannot get it together with that.
I'm good at consuming. I'm not very good at creating. Like, I'm great at
That's
consuming
okay.
all the crap out there.
I'm
but
good at creating the ideas in my mind, and then
you could teach me
I'm
how
an old
to.
dog. You can't teach me new tricks.
Yeah, I don't know. I probably would get into it. It'd probably be fun. But I'd
All right,
probably
once we
also
get some
overanalyze
sponsors,
everything that I did put out
once we
there.
get some sponsors, we'll hire you to and our other social media friend
Yes,
to help us out here.
we can be a duo.
All right. Last book that you actually fully read. Do you know it? Like, what is it?
Good night,
Oh
ma'am.
yeah, it was the one. Come to Cupid.
That was the question.
February. Jesus.
February. It was so long ago. How sad is that? Again, all these books that we're like reading together, I have them started. I just not finished them yet. Even Pucking Around, which I absolutely love, and I have not finished it. It's just one of those things that I'm
Same.
like, I read it and I'm like, oh crap, I'm behind. I got to read these other books too, and then I just take little
Fox,
bits
I
at each
had
time. But it's
a
not like
lot
I'm
more
enjoying
faith in you.
at that time. It's like, yeah, but no, come to Cupid. That one I read.
You finished
That book was also like 100 pages. It was so
It
short.
was nothing. That's why I was like, I read that one because it was like during that
You
time.
read Flippy.
You did.
I
You
didn't
had
finish
time to
that
read
one. I didn't
Flippy.
even finish it. So I read a little bit and I was like, all right. And
That
but I
was
did-
that was 5 pages.
This is my brain. This is my brain, guys. I
You
can't even
didn't
say it's
finish
my brain on
Clippy?
drugs. I wish, but it's not.
I give her a pass on not finishing Clippy because it was very difficult to get through that one.
You finished it, didn't you, Shug?
I mean, I don't think I read every word. I like scanned
Read
it.
it. Yeah.
I think that I don't know. That book was I didn't read that book. I just listened to the comments about it, and that was really enough. What
Yeah,
else could you
yeah,
really?
yeah.
I don't think it needed to be consumed by everyone. So
So
what
Go ahead. Am I the only one here that read the 1111 book, the most recent book for book club?
That's
Yeah.
again. I was starting that one. I didn't
Are
read it.
are you? Are you?
I haven't
this is
started
the
yet.
first
Like, I have
month
no
that I
idea.
haven't.
Cool.
I didn't even
I-
download it yet.
It's by Michaela Smeltzer. Okay, listen. I like in our text threads. Have you guys seen when people are like, "Oh my goodness!"
That's like 12% in something
Yeah,
happens. Can you just tell
something-
us what happens?
Do you want to know?
Can you
Yeah.
tell me what page so I can just start there?
I can. It's good. No, it's about I'm trying to remember now what it's about because I've like read so many books since then. A single mother, it's reverse age gap. She's a single mother. She ends up meeting this like super young guy after she had gone on a date with his father. And then like she was like, pass.
I
Like
love that.
her father, like his father is also like her contractor. It's crazy. But anyway, they have like a one night stand, her and the son, like the guy that she ends up with in the book. And you think he's like this, sweet younger guy, maybe kind of like inexperienced. He was out for like his 21st birthday or whatever. And they're like doing it or I don't remember exactly what it was, but he was all of a sudden he's just like, get on your knees, and just comes all over her face. Like you were just like,
Wow.
Wait, where at? Where are they?
in his house where they were hooking
Oh,
up.
in his house.
But like he just like, you're just like, whoa. Like you were taken aback by the turn of events. Like it was like a good spice. Like you were like, okay. And then all of a sudden on your knees, splooge in the
Bukkake.
face.
Blasted. You need some skincare.
Like I was like, ow. So yeah, it was not anything that you were prepared for that soon into the book. Like he was just like, boom. First sexual encounter.
And
Did
she
he do
was
it every
fine.
time after that?
No, that was the only time that was like I don't know. She was like in it, she was like, whoa. But like she wasn't, like she was
That's what I would say. I would be like, whoa. No,
right?
thank you.
Like she got on her knees. So like obviously, yeah, it was very shocking. It was
I have
Really
no,
good.
that'd be a hard no for me. My dumb husband is like, I keep telling I'm on a skincare journey right now that I've told everybody I know
I
about.
love that we go from cum in your face to your skincare
No,
journey.
it makes it. I'm gonna wrap it around. It's gonna make
Full
sense for you in a
circle.
minute. But every time I say something to him about it, he's like, "I've got your skincare right here." And I'm
Oh
like,
God.
All I'm picturing is her like this happening and then like windshield wipers on her eyes.
It
Like
wasn't
the movie adapted version.
where did the windshield wipers come from? Her cheeks? Is she wearing glasses?
I don't know. They're part of her eyelashes.
That would be convenient.
Oh my gosh.
Oh dear Lord.
Like when it's raining.
Would you let him do it if you had your glasses on?
No,
So you just like didn't get smushed?
I don't want any part of that. I just no. That's a no for me, dog. No.
Where
Mm-mm.
are the acceptable areas?
Like anywhere else.
She has a breeding kink. Remember this.
Yeah. Oh, she only wants it one place. One
I
place,
only
and
want
that's
one
all.
place.
You're like,
Can't
don't.
even
You're like, don't waste
waste
a
a
drop.
drop.
All right. So, how's your spouse feel about
Oh,
you reading the
transition.
books?
He laughs at
You're welcome.
I made him listen to some of them, like the ones that I did find on audiobook. I did make him listen to some, and
Stop.
I did it. I was like, "You're gonna try this," and he didn't hate it. It's like, okay.
You remember what you
Oh.
made him listen to?
I did. Yeah, it was that one, Tangled in Tinsel.
Tangled in Tinsel. I had a feeling it would have been that.
I
Again,
mean,
just
that book was so good. I loved it.
so many
Her other
different
books are
ways to
so
talk.
good
I mean,
too.
that's all that book was. Yeah, I've actually made a lot of people listen to that one. I'm like, guys, you gotta join this book club here. We gotta talk
I
about
still
books.
like laugh over the part about her talking about getting pink eye because there's like a dick in her face. That part is like will forever be funny to me.
Yeah.
I did love
What's
it.
it? So, was it like?
Huh?
I would have had a hard time having my husband like listen to a portion of a smutty audiobook. Like him reading the page, I feel like is a little bit different. So were you like, here, take this AirPod, and you're like, just listen to him?
Full blast for everyone to hear in the house. I was just like turning it up on my phone, like, here, listen.
Did you really?
The little like mini cocks in the house here can't understand that stuff yet.
Mini
But
Yeah. So
my little mini cocks doesn't understand that stuff. So
you're fine. Yeah.
That's true. You've got a couple. You've got some time left
Yeah, I
before
got
you
some
can't
time
say
before
anything like that.
the
Like my
little one.
2-year-old said, "I'm going to punch you in the nuts" to her brother today. So we have to watch what we say.
Oh, I love that.
We're at that age.
That's
She's
great.
almost 3, but still. Yeah, she says, "I'm gonna punch you in the nuts," and I was like, "Perfect,
Okay.
nailing it over here."
Yeah.
Right.
But it's definitely not like his cup of tea, obviously.
Well, yeah, he's not going to join book club. No.
No. He reads very dry, like how to build a business book.
Mm-hmm.
Very dry.
Same.
Yeah.
You're like, I'm trying to build a business
I'm
too.
trying to build something over here, okay? You got your business, I got mine.
I'm trying to build up a sex toy collection.
What?
Insert sponsorship right here.
Yes, exactly.
There's
so
so
many
many
opportunities for somebody to sponsor us with the things that we
Yeah,
say. I
for
feel
sure.
like there's a lot of missed opportunities right now, and we got to get it to somebody. What about
No,
that
either.
sex toy company that's, I think we follow them. You
They
reached
send
out to them.
they send them to all the B-list celebrities. I think I did message them.
What type of celebrity are we? What list are we on?
Z list.
I think I read
We're
The
not. We're
D.
not on the list.
I think it's
Yeah.
the C-list celebrities. Heidi Montag. Is that how you
Oh.
say her
She's
name?
considered a C-list celebrity.
I don't know. Is she a
No.
B?
Nowadays.
Yeah, she doesn't do too much anymore.
Is
She
her
just
husband
just
still
started a
real, like,
singing career.
crazy? She
Wait, she
started a
started a
singing
singing
career?
career?
Yeah. She made a music video. I'm pretty sure
Stop.
Spencer just produced it.
I was gonna say, like, does she still have all that plastic surgery? Remember when she had like 26 surgeries in one day?
Oh, it was so bad.
So
In
bad.
one day?
Yeah. In like one like surgery, she got like her entire body done.
No.
It was
I
very
mean-
weird.
It's time management for sure.
Man, that takes commitment. Oof.
Time management. Oh,
I like that's where you go.
You're like, that's an efficient way to have plastic
It
surgery.
is efficient
all
for
at once.
sure.
Let's get
I
it
mean,
done.
you're not wrong.
One and done.
One and done. She had like literally everything. Like her face was different. Her boobs.
Yeah,
were
her
so
face looked real
like,
different.
Her boobs looked like 2 watermelons on her chest. Like they were enormous.
I don't understand why you would want boobs that big, to be honest with you.
Mm-mm. I have real big boobs and I don't want them.
Yeah, samesies.
That's a problem, Mater.
Probably.
Well, no, he slides into my DMs sometimes.
No.
Really?
I mean, I slide into his DMs first. He slides back. I need to clarify. It's
How
not
did
like
you
he's
get
like,
Spencer-
this mom of 3 who's 44.
Let's
reach out to her.
What do you
No,
talk to
no.
Spencer Pratt about?
CrossFit. We've talked about CrossFit. Yeah, he was very fit for a while, but I asked him what he could bench and he was like, I have no idea. So I said, you're not
At least
very
he was
you're not
honest.
very into the fitness.
That's your question.
I used to care about fitness a whole lot. I messaged him and said I would fly out there and take their family pictures for them. And he was like, cool.
Stop it.
That cool.
Cool.
Are you gonna go?
So- no, probably not. He's like, I live in LA. There's like a photographer on every corner. I don't need you to come across the country to take my family pictures.
Let's take our pictures.
Wait, what?
Stop
That'd be
it.
really funny though.
When did you guys talk?
I
Is
don't
this, like,
know. Do you want me
recent?
to read my DMs? This was
This is so
mostly like, yeah, but anytime that any like celebrity, and I'm using air quotes, which you can't see, celebrity gets engaged, I will reach out online and be like, let me shoot your wedding.
I
I love
you
that
do
you have no shame.
Yeah.
None.
Shoot your shot, is what Mars would say.
That's right. I would say you got to shoot your shot. Meanwhile, I am the least shooter of shottings ever.
Shots.
I'm willing to shoot my shot at something once a year. That's it.
I have a lot of
You
ideas.
should do it
I have
more.
a great computer launch complex every year.
What are all your ideas?
Oh gosh, I can't even. Just so many. There's just a lot. Starting different businesses, my own podcast. I don't even.
Yeah.
I can't even tell you what the podcast would even be about. I just think it's kind of cool to have a microphone and talking to a microphone.
You can just get a microphone too.
You're on another episode and you pop on, like we send you the link and you pop on and you have a microphone. We're like, yes.
Hello. Sweet Cox has full gear now.
Like mother
Better.
to myself.
Yes.
I deserve a little treat. I deserve something. Buy myself a microphone. Add to
A
cart.
little treat.
We'll send you the link.
Yeah, some people like coffee behind themselves stuff. I want myself a microphone.
I could just like see you walking through your house, like holding it though, and being like, "Hello, Big Cox." That's what I'm calling your husband. "Hello, Big Cox. How are you today?" And like handing the mic over to him, like interview style, your entire life.
He'd be like, get fucked right now. Got my face. Like I
You should get one of the
I
tiny
love you so
ones.
much, but
I
go
want
away.
a tiny one.
Have you seen like the YouTubers who use like the real, like they literally have to
Oh yeah,
hold
those
them,
little
like they're
tiny
pinching it.
ones.
And my kids watch some like YouTube guy, and he always uses one. And I think he looks like a giant holding it. But he's like sitting outside Wendy's eating a burger, and he's like, "All right, guys, I got my burger." And I'm like,
Is it
first of
Ryan
all,
Trahan?
Yes.
yes.
Yes, because we watched the same video. Yes. I love him. He gets the same thing from McDonald's every single day.
I hate that guy.
I love
I
him
have
so
no clue who they're talking about, Sweet Cox. Do you?
I
He's
know.
like,
I've probably
my kids
seen
are,
him, but I don't know him off the top of my head.
I don't know, he's on the Dude Perfect channel, and my kids love Dude Perfect.
Oh yeah.
We cannot
That
tag Dude Perfect in this because they would not appreciate this podcast
no.
at all. But
Love him.
that guy's on it, and yeah, he carries a tiny microphone everywhere he goes, and it cracks me up. I thought he was like 18. He's like married.
What?
Do you not like I have dreams about the way he articulates stuff. His articulation
No,
is so good.
I hate him. I think he's so annoying.
All right,
Like
we are so
he did.
off the rails. We are so far gone.
it
Pete,
always
we're gonna spend this
happens.
episode talking about motherhood and mental health. Have you seen that dude from Dude Perfect?
With the tiny microphone.
Have you heard about the Harry Styles conspiracy theories?
What about getting splooge in the face?
Would you rather get flip the flip?
Oh, we should do a whole episode of Would You Rathers.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
That would
that's
be
a really
funny.
good.
That would
Would
be
be
really
funny.
fun. Anyway, I have some questions. Let's try to talk about that. So, out of the smut books that you have finished, what would you say is like your favorite? You have to have completely read the whole thing.
We
100%.
go back to these questions, and she's like, "I haven't read any books."
That's
Which
why I made
book
it
is
very
your
clear.
favorite?
Just never felt so
One
seen
better.
and
I
supported
do.
in her whole
I
life.
feel. I feel
Oh,
like we are the same person when it comes to reading.
I feel so bad.
Hold on, I have a better way to lay this out.
Okay.
Think about the tropes and stuff like that. Like, do you prefer billionaires or cowboys or taboo? Like, what ones get you right off
So
the bat?
it's funny. I think again, I don't have like a
She's
lot
like,
of
none of it.
reading experience under my belt with this, but the thing that's always kind of like gravitate towards this is like a good boy. Like just a really like I don't know what you would
Puppy.
call that. Like a golden retriever. Like I don't know.
Yeah.
But for some reason, or like and this is that please don't think I'm like a tough out or anything because I'm totally not. But like a boy quality, like young, like I don't know. Okay, just imagine my like fantasy person. If I could go back in time and just rail the shit out of this person, it would be Leonardo DiCaprio on Titanic. And Leonardo DiCaprio circa in 1997 with that like bowl cut boyish haircut with like the blonde. Oh my god, I love it.
So instead of a hand on the window of the car, like that sweaty hand, it would just be like your ass cheeks
Yeah,
on
it
that
like
sweaty
makes me
window.
feral. Like I don't know.
So you want a golden retriever, MMC. Do you want the age gap? Do you want that reverse age gap where you're older and he's younger? Or do you just want that good boy vibes?
I wouldn't hate it. I
Okay.
like the age
Do
gap.
you want to be in charge of him, or do you so you're the one
No,
saying like,
I
"Oh,
kind of
good boy."
I kind of like the idea of he is this good boy, but then has that like secret like, oh, I didn't expect you to have that. So maybe that 11
I
year
didn't expect you to tell me to get on my knees so you could come.
yeah, that's why I'm like,
I
so
could splooge in your
I think
face.
I'm gonna actually like that. And it's yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know.
Okay,
So
well, we're on a mission to find this book. We still need to pick next month's books. So that's what I'm gonna pick for book club. Something that we can get you a good boy.
I did
I'm
not
gonna
read the
need
Omegaverse one. I will say that. So I have no clue if I even like
That's
that
okay.
kind of stuff.
I'm reading an Omegaverse book right now and I love it. I
Yeah.
love the Omegaverse. But anyway, I was gonna say I need Big Cox's number because I'm gonna have to set him up with like a baby pool and a door, and then you guys are gonna reenact the scene and you're gonna let go.
Oh my gosh.
Let's do that shit. We're excited. It's
I'm gonna get in touch with Big Cox and be like, all right, we have Titanic vibes that we need to set up for a date night here.
I mean, if you
Ooh.
saw Cox, he is like the antithesis of the like the good boy, like blonde hair, blue eye kind of guy. Like that is not him. And it's funny because that is in real life. Obviously, I'm married to Big Cox and I love him to death. But like younger me always gravitated, and it was also like the Nick Carters, like Aaron. I fun with it in bowl cut. I don't know why.
That is my favorite thing
I don't
ever.
know what it is. Hanson.
That's
Oh, I
so
had a thing for Hanson. No, they didn't have a bowl cut. They had long hair, really. Oh,
I loved Hanson.
Zach Hanson.
I
Oh, you
fucking
were a
would.
Zach. I was a Taylor girl.
I was a Zach girl. Oh, I don't know why.
Which
Again,
one was the drummer?
Zach was the youngest one too.
Yeah, which one was the drummer?
Yeah,
That's the one I
Zach.
like.
Yeah.
Yeah, I liked him.
And I still
Oh, boy.
have seen them in concert like recently. I still like them.
They're
They have
good.
like a ton of kids,
A million.
like
Like-
between the three of them.
A million children. And
many?
they take their children on the road with them and they travel, and their wives are like the epitome of like the perfect wife that like homeschool her kids and stuff. It's insane. It's insane.
I'm
And
looking
I
to see how
follow
many
them
kids
on
they have.
Instagram.
Yeah, look it up. I want to know how many kids they have.
Oh, they only have 15 kids between them.
Oh
I
Like
feel
no.
5
but-
apiece.
Yeah, okay. Isaac has 3, Taylor has 7, and Zach has 5.
Isaac, you're slacking.
I'm just saying,
7.
I say 15 like it's because it's not a big deal because
Wait.
between the 3 of us, we have 10 and a half kids.
Who has 7?
Taylor.
Taylor. He was the middle
Oh.
brother.
Yeah.
The lead with the lead
Yeah.
singer,
I loved him.
artist.
He was
was
the most
cute.
attractive
I think it's
one, but I
Natalie.
liked the little
Oh,
drummer
girl,
boy.
I think it's that.
The little drummer boy.
Little drummer.
Who's probably like my age. Like I'm probably the same age as him.
Yeah, he's like a couple years older than me.
And then
he-
Isaac is the Chris Kirkpatrick of the Hanson brothers.
Yep.
The Danny Woods.
He sure is.
There's always one brother. What about the Jonas brothers? I feel like they're all attractive, right? Is
Oh, the
I
Jonas
love
one
the
of
Jonas
them
Brothers.
less
I don't think
attractive?
I don't think Kevin's attractive.
Nah.
He doesn't
Not-
do it for
I
me.
don't know who's who.
No, the youngest Jonas that nobody like knows about. He's the
Oh, Frankie.
Frankie Jonas.
There's a Frankie Jonas?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
I missed
Wait,
that one.
Zach
With the
Hanson?
keys.
Zach Hanson is 38.
Yeah. Yeah, he's
I
a little
thought-
older than us. Mm-hmm.
I thought for sure he was like my age.
I think he was born like 85. I mean,
Yeah, you creep.
guys, I'm telling you, when I was young and Mbop came out, I was borderline. Like, it probably should have gotten like a PFA against me or something. Like, I was borderline creepy. I was obsessed with Hanson. It was like before a time of social media. So the only way to get my information was just watching certain TV shows that like I knew they were going to be on, like Oprah. I love like
TRL,
TRL, like, oh, they're going to be on
Rosie
time for
O'Donnell,
this, you know. We're not buying every single like young teen magazine out there,
Teen
and
Beat,
all
Teen
like
Beat,
all of
Tiger
that.
Beat.
Yeah.
or Tiger Beat. Yeah.
Tiger Beat.
What
Wait a
was one
second.
called like Bop or something like that?
I don't know. I loved all of
I
them.
just
Those were my
found
jam too.
something.
Every single magazine.
What did you
What did
find?
you find?
Franklin. His name is Franklin Jonas. Okay.
I told
Yeah,
you, Frankie
he-
Jonas. I wasn't lying.
Okay. Well, I did not like Franklin. I thought his name was just Frank. No, it's Franklin. But listen, he just dropped his long-awaited debut single called Cocaine. How does it feel that your three brothers are in a band called the Jonas Brothers and you're the only one left out, even though you also can sing because you just released your own single?
What is his
Are you-
response?
Not good. Like, I don't think his song
What
did
he
real well.
say? But what did he say back to that?
No, this is my own question. I don't think that his single did very well. He has a fan account that has 306 followers.
Poor Frankie.
But like, how can you go to like Christmas dinner and be like hanging out with the fam who's the Jonas Brothers and you are a Jonas brother, but you are not in the Jonas Brothers? How
the
does that
Jonas
work?
Black Sheep.
You have a lot of
Yes.
therapy.
Oh, I feel so sad for him.
I would be in therapy, that's for sure.
He probably, I mean, he released a song called Cocaine, so I think there could be some things going on that we do not know,
Want to listen
that we
to
do
it
know about. Yes.
when I
Poor
hear
guy.
that song.
We'll ask him if we could buy that as our new intro.
Okay,
that's
by
our
Franklin
gateway.
Jonas.
Is that our gateway to the
That's
Jonas Brothers? Franklin
That's our big
Jonas?
break.
Yes.
It's our big break as we get in with Franklin Jonas.
Sweet Cox is like, what did I get myself into by agreeing to talk to these fools?
All I keep hearing
How
is
does reading make you feel as a mom?
yeah. All I keep
But
hearing
also
about
the Jonas
is
Brothers.
that turtle Franklin, that like animation, right? Wasn't that a cartoon?
Yes!
That's all I keep thinking of.
Yes.
I loved Franklin.
So
He was like-
cute.
He was like, hey, it's Franklin.
Yeah, he was so cute.
He was so sweet. He was the sweetest turtle ever.
Yeah.
Oh my god. We need to segue into do you want me to segue with some of my statistics? So in my minimal research for this, kind of topic though, regular reading lowers your blood pressure, it reduces stress, it improves your sleep quality. I feel like as a mother, those three things, needing, like finding something that changes those three things is a huge, achievement in especially finding a hobby. So like, how has book club, I don't know what the fuck I'm saying.
I think.
Oh my god.
Wait, I feel like that was like the Michael Scott moment from The Office, where it's like sometimes I start a sentence and I have no idea where it's going. I just kind of like keep talking.
Yeah.
and
That was me.
find my way.
I got nothing. I got
Okay.
nothing.
All right, I'm gonna help this out here.
I did have
You-
hold on. Okay, I can save this. Never mind. I don't feel.
No, say
Go
We
ahead.
believe in you.
no, Jeej, say it.
Listen, when you become a mother, your whole identity changes. Not only your body, but like your mind. When you're pregnant, even if you're having trouble conceiving or even not having trouble, but just like the time beforehand, like the minute you decide that you want to become a parent, I feel like everything changes. But then especially afterwards as a mother, you're a completely different person than when you were before. You know what I mean? So finally finding an identity again after that has been a huge thing. And I know that we've talked about this before, this podcast, our book club, those things have been instrumental in our lives.
You were doing great.
No, you're doing amazing, sweetie. I I completely agree with you though, is that I feel in the last, you know, since having kids and everything like that, it's true. You get so sucked into motherhood that you lose yourself a little bit. And ever since, I mean, I wouldn't say ever since, but in the last year or two, I've started to like find myself again. And a huge part of that has been having our book club and starting this podcast and stuff like that. So, yes, you're right, Gigi.
No, I completely agree. I feel, well, without giving out obviously too much identifying information on my end, when I only have one little one, and when we found out that we were expecting, which we were fully hoping, that we were wanting to grow our family, your mind completely changes, obviously, but not just mentally, like physically, your body is going through huge changes. But then on top of that, we decided to move across the city. And while where I live now is relative, like very close to where I grew up, it was still a new place. So like we had our child, and then you're going through postpartum, all these different emotions. I'm also in, again, kind of a new area, trying to meet people and like truly just trying to find a group of people that I connect with. And yeah, I maybe never read smut and I might be failing at reading smut right now too. It's not this like group of people that I've met through you guys and what like it's just very welcoming. It feels like again you have a purpose. There's something to look forward to, and it's a little bit of an escape from the everyday doldrums of being a mom. And me, I am a stay-at-home mom at this point. I was a fully working, like I worked for years, I mean, over a decade before I had my kid. And it was a really hard transition to leave my position, move across the city, have a baby, go through all the postpartum emotions. And it hit me like a ton of bricks too. I will be very transparent with that. Like I did not handle postpartum like other people. And again, everybody's experience is very special to them and it's very independent. But this group has, I mean, again, Big Cox can probably speak better on this too, because he's seen it on his end of how much it's changed my demeanor. And just, he's like, you're just so much happier too, because you have this group of people that you can connect with. And I'm like, yeah, I don't even need to read the books that I'm having a good time. But I'm kidding. I will read the books. But for
That's what we
real, like
always say. Like we plan our book club monthly outings and never talk about the books anyway.
and 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 I like
If that's what brings us together, then that's
yeah.
worth it.
And all of my
Exactly.
like close friends that do live around here that are not currently in this, I completely keep like promoting it and like promoting the podcast and everything because it's just so
Thanks.
important to me for like again like to bring out like girl power, but for real, like you guys are very empowering, and it's been a very nice group of ladies that I've got to know, and it's fun. Well,
I think whenever you have kids in the beginning, like when they're toddlers and young and starting, activities and stuff, you make so many friends in that aspect of like you have all your friends that you met through your kids. And that's great. I have some very close friends who I met through my kids and, stuff like that. But there's something so different and special about making friends on your own. And that's
mhm.
hard to do as an adult because you don't go very many places. Like at least I don't. I think being able to find a group like this, and I completely agree with what you said, to feel welcome and that you can like truly be yourself is amazing to have at, I'm gonna say it in quotes, you can't see, but like our age. I think
Mhm.
it is something really special to have met people a handful of times and feel that comfortable to discuss some of the shit we talk about.
It's like being now again without my work job, full-time, quote unquote, full-time job outside of the house. Those were a lot of your like similar age friends that you have because they're with you working, right? But like being at home and a stay-at-home mom, you don't like you said, more is like you don't really get to meet a whole lot of people. So the biggest place that I was thinking of meeting people was at a gym. So I joined a gym and that's where I met Gigi. And then it kind of came up to be like, hey, I read these. And I'm like, I don't, but I will because I want to be your friend. And then it just kind of like spiraled from there that it was
I
like,
want to be
I
your
just,
friend, so I'm going to read it.
yeah. Do you read? Not really, but I will.
And then Sweet Cox was born.
There it is.
I mean, I'm a little bit older than you guys. I'm in my 40s, but I think that like women, like once they have kids and like once you get to a certain age, it's almost like people are like, you shouldn't be sexy anymore, which I think is complete bullshit. Like even like reading some of these books, I'm like, oh my gosh, like can you imagine like trying to bring this up with like some of the moms from school? Like people would be like,
Oh,
what's the matter
never.
with you? Right, but, like, I think that it's crazy that in this world, we think that, like, people have children and then just, like, this part of themselves passes away, you know? Like, this
That you can't be a sexual
fine.
being anymore or something.
Right, right. It's such a weird thing to me, so I think that's why, like, even though I don't read the books either, like, this is exciting to me because I feel like you should still be embracing your sexuality, like, no matter what age you are. I don't think that should just turn off when you have children. I think that, you know, I'm gonna take thirst trap photos until I'm, like, 95, like,
Right?
Yes.
yes,
No, I
so
I agree with you. I think that once you're a mom, people expect that to be your entire identity and like that's it.
no.
It's like you are so and so's mom and that's all you are and that's your role in life is to just be a mom. And I did feel that way for a very long time. I embraced it, when I first had kids, I was like this is my job now. I have been a stay-at-home mom now for almost 11 years. Which is crazy. But you do just get this whole identity of just being motherhood and it hasn't been until the last year or so that I'm like wait a minute, I'm still my own person. Like I need to not just be the mom who's taking all the kids to sports or like I have a PTA meeting and those types of things. I can still just be Mars, my own identity of a person outside of having kids and being a wife and stuff like that because fucking men do it. They
Or
don't
Right.
all day Saturday
yes.
or
Like, oh,
think as somebody who has a daughter too, I feel like it's important to have our I mean and having sons. I think that it's really important for them to see that their parents also have other things to,
Mhm.
like my kids will be like, "Oh, mom, did you have, like, oh, are you going to book club tonight?" Or they'll ask questions and I think I love that they engage and wanna know those things, but yeah, and it's like, "Oh, I'm gonna see these, these people or this person," and it's really important for them to see that you can have all of these things and balance these things, and this makes me a better mom because I
yes.
get to go out and have experiences of my own.
Yes. Amen. Oh my God. That's so true. Because even my kids now will be like, oh, do you have book club? Are you recording with the girls? Like, my, what?
No, yeah, like, just when my kids come in and they'll be like, "When are you gonna use your microphone again?"
Yes. Like, they're all about it. Like, I made the mistake of saying to my toddler before I put her down for her nap that I was going to record. And she's like, I want to say hi. Like, she knows she'll come on when we're done at the end. And she was like pissed over it. But it is, yeah. Like, I think for the first time, my older kids are realizing that, like, I'm not just their mom. I tell them all the time that it's
Yes.
my favorite thing in the entire world. I would not change it for anything, but I am my own person too. Cause I've gotten to the point with my older kids where I'll say to them, like, they're not little anymore. So I can say, you guys I need a minute. Like, I
Mm.
cannot be 10 different places at once. You can't all talk to me at once. You're old enough now to recognize that I'm doing 18 different things. So you need to shut the fuck up for a minute. I mean, I don't say that to them, but I'm like,
Well, we do.
I'll look at them and I'll be like, I am overstimulated right now. That's always me. I'm like, I'm overstimulated. I need a minute. And I think that it's good for it because now my oldest one will say to me, he's like, I need a minute to like self regulate.
Yeah.
And it's okay to not be able to do 50,000 things at once. We're not meant to. We're
Yeah.
not meant to work like that.
The kids come home from school and they're all over the place, and I'm like, "Okay, guys, like, there's 1 of me and there's 4 of you. How
Yeah.
can we work through this that you understand that, like, yes, I will help all of you, but let's have some patience."
Yes, like I can't help all of you at the same time. I can't make your dinner. I can't help you with homework.
Sweet cocks, it'll be here before you know it, like, the mayhem of like, I mean, toddlerhood is mayhem in and of itself, but,
Sure is.
oh,
Yeah.
like, yeah.
I know. But this is a nice little break from all of that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We'll
Even
get
for
through
us,
it.
like getting to record is, we try to do it whenever we can with our schedules. It's so chaotic to try to plan it. Husband will come home and he'll be like, "Oh, you recorded today. Like I can tell you're in like the zone,
The
like not the
spirit.
zone,
In
but
a
you're
good
like."
mood.
He's like, "Oh, what did you talk about today?"
Like you're on your knees.
And I'm like,
About
no, but I think that he can tell too that I've started to become more of like who I am, if that makes sense. Like I'm not
Yeah.
just so focused on constantly being the mom. Like I've let other aspects of life kind of go a little bit. I'm not so like, oh my gosh, we have to be da 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 have all this ready. I'm like, it's okay if they wear the dirty jersey to
Yeah.
practice. Like it's okay.
Yeah.
They're just gonna get it dirty again. So here you go. I forgot
Yeah.
to do your laundry. Here's your shirt. See you later.
Can I ask
Sweet
you a
cocks.
quick question? Oh, sorry.
Do it. No,
Yes.
do it. Do it.
No, I just wanted to know how is like reading smut books? Like how is that a release? Like I guess meaning I mean as compared to other books, what is it about smut?
What do you want to know about the release?
Jesus. I give up.
How
Really
in detail
makes
do you
sense.
want the release?
No, what do you think it is about this that
Who are you asking?
forget it. I have no idea.
No, because I have an answer. I have an answer. I just want to know if you're
Okay.
asking me or Cox.
Sweet cock, yeah.
I'm asking
Both.
all of y'all. All y'all.
Well, for me, I think it's just because 90% of what I read is so out of the realm of possibility for real life. For me, that it is that escape of like, this woman is getting dicked down by like 4 to 5 complete smoking hot dudes. And, they just tend to her every little need. And, stuff like that, where it's so just, or like the mafia, again, holds no place in my life. Cowboys, not so much. Those types of things are just not my life. So to read them, and I get that, hour in the evening or something after everybody's in bed to, instead of like watching a show, which a lot of people use as an escape, I read. And it's a completely different setting for a little bit to just take my mind off of every other thing that has happened that day or is supposed to happen the next day. Did that answer
Right.
your question, Show?
Yeah, yeah. I mean, I guess I was just like trying to figure out like obviously our book club and this podcast is about smut books. Like what I mean compared to like you're not reading like The Lord of the Rings. Like I'm just
I
what
could.
makes you
I
I
don't
mean,
want to.
what makes
Yeah.
us gravitate towards smut as opposed to like something that's actually
Right.
educational or like a classic? I
Yeah.
like classics too. Like I'll still read books that aren't smutty, but yeah, I feel like I strictly use it mostly just as like a escapism. Like that's really like I was at the dentist the other day and I sat and waited for like 35 minutes and I finished my book. If I wasn't sitting there reading, I would have been so fucking pissed off that I was waiting for 35 minutes before my appointment. but I was reading instead. So I feel like that helped my blood pressure.
Did you not get super turned on at the dentist?
I was
Where
gonna
you
ask
like
that too.
I mean,
put your tools in my mouth? Like,
I got a little flushed. Just creeping up the neck. No, I mean it wasn't it was like the epilogue, so it wasn't like a bang
Bang
sash.
sash.
it was the epilogue.
I know. I always take my Kindle to my
Oh
kids'
my
practices
goodness.
and I'll read for a little bit and then I'm like, I don't think I can read this here anymore. Like I have to like put it away. I'm like this isn't
Has a book ever like turned you on enough that you were like throwing it down and like you need to go get your husband or a toy?
yeah.
Oh yeah,
That's a question
For
everyone. Okay,
sure.
just checking.
for
Cox,
sure.
sweet Cox.
I mean, yeah, we're trying to grow our family over here, so yes,
Woo!
of course. I just
I'll send you a list.
That's
A
all.
list.
I just have to make sure he's working from home one day.
And you're like,
Yeah.
where are you? I'm just gonna come find you.
I know.
You like creep in. You're like, I just read a chapter.
Listen to this one.
So I guess
love
like
it.
this is good for your sex life too. Like
Yeah.
giving you some new things to
Or
try
not
out.
try.
You should try everything
We-
once. That's what my
Listen,
mom
your
always
mom
said.
thinks this
just
is about the
once.
Bible. All right, Shug. I don't think that's what she meant.
I don't think your mom wants
I
all
don't
of these
think that
things
she
tried.
meant getting jizzed on as try everything once. I'm
Who
just saying
knows?
she thinks
Who
our
knows?
book club reads Christian novels.
She does.
Actually, wait.
Sorry,
this
Mom.
this kind of like brings up something I just remembered. I read I read this on Facebook. I'm in obviously multiple different groups, and they're like local community groups. So things that are just like happening in the area. And someone wrote on this one group, they were looking for
I can't
Is
wait to
this-
hear what you're about to say.
it's like
Yeah.
maybe you guys know about it. I don't know. But they were basically looking for Amish romance smut novels.
Yeah.
Is that a
That was
thing?
me. That was me.
They want some Rumspringa. Some
Like,
Rumspringa
is that
books.
I don't again, I'm so bad with like the names of all the things like tropes
Ha-
and genres and all this stuff, but like
Yeah, Shug
is
found
it
one.
Amish smut?
Shug found
Yeah.
one.
What'd you say?
We'll send it to you.
One of my relatives has actually been on the cover of some of those books.
Wait, so Mafia is Amish? Is that what you said?
Very different.
I'm gonna pee my pants.
That is a subgenre.
Oh, the Amish Mafia.
That's a microtrope. Dude, I bet though.
100%
Like there's probably
Amish
some.
Mafia. I believe that for sure.
No, I
for
said
sure.
I said that one of my relatives has been like on multiple Amish romance book covers, like
Are
as the
they
model.
Amish?
Can you send us to?
No,
Can you send it
they're
to
models.
me
They're
after?
model.
Thank you.
Absolutely. She gifted them to us all for Christmas one year. It's amazing. She's on
Oh
like a
my
bunch of
gosh.
the like yeah, she's on like a bunch of the covers of like
Wait, so have you guys
you
ever
know, like
read any of these
Fabio ones.
Amish smut books?
No, I don't think they're dirty. I think they're like the Harlequin-y, like his throbbing member.
That's an ick. All right. Well, as always, this episode did not take the path it was supposed to, but I think we touched on most of the things we wanted to talk about and then some. Thank you, Sweet Cox, for joining us today. It was awesome to have you. And we're gonna get you a microphone, and you're gonna have a residency here. You can come back whenever you want because you're awesome, and we love you very much. Follow us on Instagram. We do have a Facebook page now too, Kinks Out Podcast on Facebook.
One last shout out that I have to say because I love talking about the books that we're currently reading. And I have never read these books of hers. Let me look what the first one. I'm currently reading Stay With Me,
It's
but the
the
first one in the series is
Sugarland
called
Ranch.
Here
Yeah.
Here With Me. Yeah, Here With Me. It's the Sugarland Ranch. The first one that I just
Yeah.
finished. Whew, when they're dicking down in the first 12%, you have my
Yep.
attention. I loved it.
We can
Loved
get
it.
to
Ate
the
it up.
first 12%, Cox. We can do
I
it.
didn't read the first
Hey,
one.
yes.
I
You
started
guys
with the
can do
second
it.
one because that was the one that was like advertised to me. And I loved it. So now I do want to
Yeah.
go back, especially because reading the second one, you learn about the characters from the first book. And I'm like, I need to read their story. It was
Mhm.
really, yeah, it
I
was
love
really good. So
them.
yeah, shout out to Brooke Montgomery.
Yeah, I'm reading this. Yeah, she's bringing it in. I'm gonna see if I could get on one of her arcs or
Ooh.
something because I freaking love her. I
Yeah,
read that
I
book in
read the
less than a
second one
day.
really
Like
quick.
I
It was really
gobbled
good.
it
They're
up.
good reads. Cox, if you're looking to read half a
Yeah,
book,
loved
we'd
it.
recommend
Okay.
it.
Yeah,
I love
these are
it.
the ones.
I'm gonna go charge my
Do it.
Kindle right now. When I
Yes,
Charge your Kindle
do
and your
it.
vibrator, and you'll be all
just send me a
set.
list of all the ones I need to add. Yeah, just send me a list. I'll just
And
add them all in my
can you
Kindle.
also please let me know when you let Big Cox know that his nickname is Big Cox?
Do you think he's gonna love it
Absolutely.
or hate
Does he
it?
know
It's
we call
not
you Sweet Cox?
Sweet Cox.
Yeah, does he know that we call you Sweet Cox?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Okay.
Everyone that I like can talk about this podcast with. I'm like, guess
You're
what?
like, I'm
Yeah.
you're like,
I'm
I'm
motherfucking
Sweet
Sweet
Cox.
Cox.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, I'm gonna want to know his reaction.
Yeah. Even my parents. I even showed them the book whenever I bought it. I was like, look at this. They're
Oh
like,
my
it's
God.
amazing. Very progressive.
I love it. Hey, my mom listens to this podcast. Sugar, my mom thinks you're flippin' hilarious. And my mom thinks, Mars, that you got
I
a dirty
do.
mouth. She's like,
A
I did not
dirty mouth.
anticipate that. She's like, I thought you would be the one that had the worst mouth, but Mars,
Sorry, Mama G.
Filth.
If I told my parents I had a podcast, they would
There's
be like,
something else.
"What's a podcast?" 100%.
Yeah, seriously. My mom would be like, "Can I write a check to sponsor you?"
Yes.
Uh,
Yes, she can.
yeah, yes, she
Mama
can.
Shug.
Not when she finds out what it's about. She'll give money to the church in my name
She's
instead.
gonna pray for her soul.
Is that all?
Anyway, this
Yeah.
was fun.
Goodness.
Sweet Cox, thank you for coming on and talking to us.
That was our log off,
Yep,
right?
this is our log off. We're trying. We're trying to say goodbye. We're working on it. Sweet Cox, any words before we wrap it up?
No, just thank you for having me
Or
today.
don't wrap it up if you got a breeding kink.
Oh my
I don't know. Hey. No, I'm just gonna go.
I ruined that. Sorry. Try again.
I'm gonna thank you for having me, and I'm gonna go charge my Kindle and buy a microphone and read a book. Finish a book.
Yes.
All right, thanks, Sweet
No,
Cox.
but thank you.
We'll see you at the next. We'll see you at the next book club.
Absolutely.
Okay, bye.
Bye.
Bye.